So, all of this seems to be working as it should. And yeah, few hours of AFKing, and we should have enough iron and andesite. Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode. I don't remember which part it is of our Modpack creation series where I am playing Skyblock with additional mods, and I'm trying to somehow put it all together to make it work. So, as you can see, I have done a little bit behind the camera, like building the roof and rebuilding this beginning island to look just a little bit better, though the grass still needs to spread. I also set my first mineral saplings down and created my first mineral trees, which we should be eventually using, though as of now, as of currently, I do not think it's quite necessary. What is, however, necessary is going to be brass, because without that, I am just straight up not willing to continue. At first, however, I would like to show you how exactly have I managed to rebuild this roof. As you can see, I have the schematic on right here, and if I just go in here and pick up the roof, the schematics are very, very useful ways of basically getting exactly what you want, where you want it. So, if I just do, well, probably this, and move it on the Z or X axis, not sure which one it is, I should be able to align it easily, just like this. And now, well, if I have it on my hotbar, should be able to just check that everything sits as it should, which it looks like it does, and I can give it to our little cannon friend. Press ready, go. I am going to, oh, don't replace solid, and as you can see, it requests right now some blocks like trapdoors and stuff like that. We can also do this, that we throw in the material book, we get it back, and we can see what we actually need. A lot of dripstone, different variants, so I'm going to grab all the dripstone that I have. And some trapdoors, well, I have those, of course I don't. Maybe I will be able to make some to represent what I'm about to do. Polished pillar, no. Shaft spruce slab. Well, spruce is a little bit... I don't have much spruce right now, but if I throw in everything like this, you can see that all of those are currently flying into the places where they should be. Except when it runs out of blocks, which it currently did, and I'm out of spruce completely, so... Unfortunately, I am going to need to grow a little bit more spruce, but that's basically how I made the roof. I just duplicated this one segment over and over again and just supplied it with the schematic cannon because I'm lazy. And the corner was basically just copying that one arch and adjusting it a little bit. Nothing too complicated. Now, another thing that I want to show is that I have actually rebuilt one of these next to this. So, basically, right now, we have, instead of just one turbine, we have two turbines that are rotating opposite directions against each other. And actually, I haven't shown these too much in the video. They are built with these framed glass trapdoors, which are from Create, and I haven't seen any doors and trapdoors actually work like this with textures, that they actually connect when you close them. That is actually very, very cool. I like it. And that, of course, does put us at 5,120. That does actually put us at 5,000. And, of course, that does put And of course, that does put us at 5120 stress units in capacity. Another thing that I forgot to show is that as these are getting washed, you will be actually able to see that I have utilized a mechanical press with a basin to simplify and actually, well, like so, compact the materials to have larger storage, because before it just got filled extremely quickly with flint and different nuggets, and like so, it actually lasts for much longer. So the andesite funnel that is below that imports it directly into the basin, and if the mechanical press can compact, it does compact it, which throws it into the depot and back into the chest. And so, as is the unfortunate fate of, well, most of the things I'm doing, this is going to be only temporary. And once I have at least some brass, it should be easier to make it permanent. And actually, this should work. Yes. And go. What do I get out of here? Oh, good. Now this is what I like to see. A spruce. So, I'm going to climb here, hopefully successfully. Let me try again. Here we go. And I just, again, temporarily placed a few saplings here to get some of the spruce wood. This is the nicest tree I've seen grow from 2x2 saplings. And because we have silent gear mod installed, we can use this saw just like this. And all of the wood is fallen. Nice. Now, the rest is just the spruce leaves that will degenerate naturally. Good. And now, the only thing that I need... Now the only thing that I need to do is make a few pipes, like that. One mechanical. And with an infinite source of water somewhere nearby. I'll have to think about yet. I will be able to make mud. And so this is the water setup that I currently have to produce mud. Again, not the nicest solution, but it should be working. I just need some frost dirt to throw in here, and should be getting mud real quickly. And it seems to be the case. Good. I am just thinking that perhaps it would be beneficial to have some kind of storage for it. Not certain what kind am I going to be using yet. Perhaps a depot. Let's see. That's going to work. Not that. Yep, that. So, is this going to just throw one item? No, it's going to throw all of them. Seems. So that's 18. Oh, never mind. No. It puts them one by one. Which is not exactly optimal. And I forgot to do something. Oh, crap. So, quickly put this back. And just like that. Otherwise, it's going to be very overflowing with items. Now, this should be working. And, of course, with the mud currently at our disposal, we should be able to just wash it and get our first zinc. Just like that. We shall see how effective that is. However, there we go. and even some seeds. Which can stay there, they don't. Okay, actually they do cause a little bit of an issue. Hold on. Too many items. There we go. And that should be fine. Just a little bit too many of everything in my inventory. And this is even our first zinc ingot. However, we're going to need much more than that. Much more than that. And so, allow me to demonstrate how to make dirt. You need mechanical drill, a hoe, and some coarse dirt. And then you just hold right click. That's a little too close. But like this, actually fascinating. I didn't know you can go with F5 through blocks like that. That is very interesting. Already through transparent blocks. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just going. With fast enough drill, I'm able to convert dirt or coarse dirt into dirt very, very quickly. And in a few moments... Oh, right. That's probably the reason why... That's probably the reason why I was picking up more coarse dirt, because my hoe ran out. So... yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you make coarse dirt. Just finish the rest. And I've made And of course I've made just a little tweak to make the dirt renewable without the need of hose, because that would be a pain in the you know where to automate it. This should be just a little bit more manageable. And so I'm just going to throw some of it inside there, and that should be fine. Or just a little bit more. My estimation from 2 stacks, let me do the calculation. Well, from 2 stacks, we should be able to get about 3 ingots. Thinking about whether it's a good idea to do it this way. Now this recipe, however, that should be much more doable. And much easier to do. So let's see. I have a few demon dreams, actually. Let's grab a couple more. And actually, I am going to need this press over here, just for a moment. So, doesn't look all that appealing of a solution. Let me see if I can figure out a better way. I ain't so sure about that. But it looks like it could be working. So, let's see. All that I need to do, or should need to do, should be just throw these inside. And then all of this should take care of it. See? Well, actually, it will take a while before it goes through. There we go. Our first mod. Yep, that should actually be more doable and less annoying than working with the... more complicated stuff. Like figuring out how to use hoe for all of this. Now, in case any of you was thinking that this might be a conflicting recipe with the seed oil, of course, it could be. However, you can actually set the filter for either of these. So you can get the filter for seed oil with a little bit of effort just by throwing 8 and 1 seeds inside of that. Or actually 8 and 2 seeds inside of that to make 1000 milli buckets, then use that for filter. Or you can just throw in mud in case it wasn't generating it for you right away. But generally, I think it's going to be more useful to generate mud here. And of course, what you haven't seen is that, actually, I can demonstrate it again. Like, well, not like that, but like so. As it gets washed, as all of this gets washed, it drops more seeds to be added into the cauldron and to be converted into, well, more mud. Generally speaking, let me actually see what are the drop rates. That should be actually very, very fine. And a little bit of clock adjustment, and we should be able to generate all of that a little bit faster. And we're getting our first sink in some decent pace. Or at some decent. Good, very good. And as I can see, it is a very good way to get rid of the demon seeds. Or generally seeds I don't need anymore. Now, with the slag gravel, I can go back here and throw every single one here to get a little bit more sand, which we are going to then be using to get more copper. Then we're going to finally have our first, well, our first brass. And we are smelting, or rather alloying, this particular scenario. And 3, 2, well, even 1. And we've got the brass age, which apparently I forgot to add some recipes or some rewards, because this not only doesn't work anymore, but it's not even appropriate. Let me fix that real quick. And so, right now, we have more appropriate reward of brass block. Excellent. And here we got some redstone. I mean sandstone. Oh. Huh. How did that happen? I suppose I must have thrown something in there by accident. Well, I could keep it, but it's kind of pointless. And so, with our brass at our disposal, we have actually gone into the era of making brass funnels and brass tunnels and all those different things, as well as, I believe, smart shoot? Let me check that. Yep, that too. Brass sheets. Of course, that all has those different repeaters and stuff like that. Even mechanical arms, though they do have precision mechanisms part of it, so I wouldn't be too quick with that one. And, most important, of course, is the obtaining of brass itself and those funnels, because with them I can actually finally start making things as they should be, which means some actual production line that can be controlled, and that could even be worked with integrated dynamics that we have all here. Also, I have made a few adjustments to integrated dynamics, which is that if we have a look at actually, I will have to update this because, well, if we have a look at liquid chorus, we can see that proto-chorus actually makes it. However, I have adjusted it so you cannot actually get this. Why can't you get this in early game? Because this currently the only way you can make interfaces. Energy interfaces, item interfaces, fluid interfaces. Normally all of these have just one more crystallized mineral chunk right over here, so you can easily craft them. and so you can use them for item transportation. However, I want tunnels to be part of integrated, part of later game and the stage of immersive engineering. So I want to do a little soft lock behind create item transportation and stuff like that, because it would be a little bit, I wouldn't say cheated, but it would be a little bit of shame to just put an overpowered mechanic for item transportation when, well, this modpack stands on create. So I don't want to do it just yet. I want to put it at the end of all things. What I also want to do next episode is redo this. Redo this specific block generation and cobblestone generation. Because this, not that it doesn't cut it, but it annoys me. I am not sure I like it that much, and I know of another different method that is much faster and much more efficient and much more entertaining to look at than this, which utilizes the fact that when you place moving blocks of cobblestone through create into other blocks of cobblestone, it just breaks it instantly and you get those items out of it. So I will be rebuilding this yet, probably in the next episode, and I will be probably rebuilding all of this in the next episode. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, because maybe for the first time, this could be an actual manageable and controllable factory. But perhaps that's a little bit too soon to judge. However, goodbye for now, and see you next time. We shall see.